Good morning and welcome to Newsfirst Prime Time Sunrise.
A very good Wednesday morning to you and welcome to this edition of Primetime Sunrise. I'm Katharina Chang. Let's take a look at what's making headlines this morning. President Mahinda Rajapaksa meet his Indian counterpart in New Delhi, India. Public transport service causes heavy vehicular congestion, a statement made by several bus associations. And on international news, Obama announces plans to leave 9,800 US troops in Afghanistan. And on to those stories in detail. President Mahinda Rajapaksa and Indian President Pranab Mukherjee met for bilateral discussions last afternoon at the Rashtrapati Bhavan in New Delhi, India, where President Mukherjee exchanged pleasantries with President Mahinda Rajapaksa.
According to a release from the Presidential and International Media Unit, the two leaders discussed matters of mutual concern for both nations. President Rajapaksa described the steps Sri Lanka has taken with regard to development and the ongoing reconciliation process in the country. President Mukherjee, commenting on the Indian housekeeping project involving the construction of 43,000 housing units for IDPs in the northern and eastern provinces, said that about 10,000 new houses were built during 2013, 16,000 more houses are expected to be completed during the course of 2014, and the remaining houses will be completed during 2015. The Indian President recalled his visit to Sri Lanka in early 2009 as then India's External Affairs Minister. The President, who arrived in New Delhi yesterday on a two-day visit to attend the Prime Minister's swearing-in ceremony, held bilateral discussions with India's new Prime Minister Narendra Modi last morning.
The Department of Census and Statistics say that the final report of the census carried out on the life and property damage that had taken place during the time of the war is to be handed over to the Lessons Learnt and Reconciliation Commission next month. Its director D.C. Gunawardhan has said that analysis on the data collected is being carried out at present.
According to the LLRC's recommendations, our department was asked to carry out a census on the property and life damages that have taken place since 1982 towards the end of the war. We have successfully completed our census and at present the data is being analysed. We are hoping to hand the analysed data by next month.
Meanwhile, the Presidential Commission investigating disappearances of persons say that a special team has been deployed to carry out a study on those disappeared during the time of the war. Secretary to the Commission H.W. Gunadas said that the initial reports that have compiled so far were handed over to the Attorney General's Department. Accordingly, teams will be deployed into cases which are recommended by the Attorney General's Department as those need further investigation. Over 18,580 complaints on disappearances have been lodged with the Commission thus far. It is the view of the bus associations that traffic congestions in the Colombo city is hindrance to the public transport service. Today on Primetime Sunrise, we delve deeper into this statement.
Buses are very slow and they don't come on time. As a result, we have to wait for a long time.
We cannot earn money without thinking about the public. It is only if the public get into our buses that we can earn money.
The problem is that it takes a lot of time. Earlier it used to take only 4 hours, but it takes over 6 hours.
It is very unorganized road development that takes place. As a result, we cannot provide a good service and we cannot transport buses on time.
The traffic congestion has directly affected the bus industry. The morning bus service is severely affected by this. This is the situation in Colombo and its suburbs.
කොළඹ නගරේ බොහෝ මාර්ග
We have made some roads in the Colombo city on way roads, so we have come up with a solution to this issue. However, we do accept the fact that there is a lot of traffic during school hours and office hours.
හමාරවන වේලාව තුල ඒ වගේම සවස් කාලෙදී මාර්ග තදබදයක් තිබෙන බව
The bus service is facing state of uncertainty due to various issues. The private bus service is facing a downward trend.
Minister of Youth Affairs and Skills Development Dallas Alhaperima engaged in an inspection tour in Homa Gama yesterday.
The minister engaged in an inspection tour to look into the development on the construction site of the Pitipana Eco-Town in Homagama.
For example, the course fee for a 3-year course at the Philomed University amounts to around 6 million rupees. This excludes the cost of living. That is if you are to take up the degree in England, Philomed University. However, if you sit for the same degree through NSBM, you will have to spend less than $1 million right here in Sri Lanka. You do not have to stay away from your family members or relatives to read for this degree. This is a great opportunity provided to the youth of this country. Such chances are not received by foreign students.
The 18th annual conference on the Indian Ocean Tuna Commission will be held on the 1st to the 5th of next month in Colombo. The IOTC is an intergovernmental organization responsible for the management of tuna and tuna-like species in the Indian Ocean. Minister of Fisheries expressed the following views with regard to the conference in a press briefing held yesterday.
Sri Lanka is the largest provider of non-deep freezed fresh tuna supply in the world. Therefore, it is important that we partake in the discussion that will be made in the IOTC in order to take our fishing industry forward. Our involvement in the Indian Ocean Tuna Commission has reduced. There was no representative from our country from 2007 to 2010. As a result, many allegations were leveled against us and for which we were not able to give a response to because there was no representative. But from 2010, we were actively involved.
And on that note, we conclude this edition of Primetime Sunrise. It was an absolute pleasure having you with us. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Katharina Chang. Have a pleasant day ahead.
Hotline 0114 896 896 www.news